biggest phobia, like, is to be in the studio with no notebook, you know. So that's a really impressive thing. Let me pivot to a couple of, you know, more like, I guess, business artist questions or business oriented questions. So what are some of the things that you feel like, you know, especially as an artist that's trying to like break through some of the glass ceilings that we have, is trying to get more people to be listening or try to get more people to be involved, growing your career some? Like, what's some of the things that you found to be like difficulties for that? You know, for me personally, one of the things that I've struggled with is trying to stay consistent with releasing music. You know, one of the things I've struggled with is trying to stay consistent with like releasing videos and releasing content. You know, the music business is so much different than it was 10 years ago or 15 years ago.
5 years ago.
Even 5 years ago. You know, we're like, content is king now. You know, we're like, you damn near need to be on your social medias releasing, putting out pictures, you know, just as much as you making music, putting out reels and videos, just as much as you making music. So like, what's some of the difficulties that you sort of encountered with, you know, same thing, we're like, you know, we can't say selling CDs is sort of gone, you know, like, so like, and streaming is such a difficult way to like make revenue with streaming. Yeah. So what's some of the difficulties you done sort of encountered?
I think that's why I slowed down on making music, for real. Cause it's like, you do gotta have a video up every day. Probably 3 videos up every day. And ain't no wrong with that. But that was just like never something I, you know, wanted to do. Like, you know, so I was like, you know, the music will speak for itself, but sometimes, you know, it's not even that for real. You know, like you just gotta like rig the system. Like, you know, you gotta know to work the internet type shit. So,
and you know, to me too, like one of the things that I find is also difficult, you know, like when you live in a like especially Rockford, where like the music scene, and me and you just sort of talked about this, you know, off camera before, where the music scene has like, you know, dipped down from maybe what it was 5 years ago, or what it was, you know, it was 2025, 5 to 7 years ago, where there was a lot more artists in the area that was releasing regularly, and it was more people paying attention to the artists that's releasing regularly.
I don't think it dipped, like, I don't think, because it be like a lot of artists, like, I don't even know, like, it's a lot of artists that making music right now, but I think the people that's paying attention, I think that will happen.
Okay.
Cause like, it's artists out there.
That's true,
like,
facts.
It's a lot of artists, but like you said, like, it's just not like as big as a scene as it once was.
And I think that too, like one of the things that's real like complicated about that too is like, as you sort of get older, like it is like these different generations, you know, of artists, you know, and it's a big disconnect between the generation that's like probably a little bit older than me to the generation that's younger than you.
I've been telling people it's a big difference. Like 3-4 years, that's a long time for real. Like, it don't seem like it, but like, you know, a motherfucker being 18 and a motherfucker being like 23. Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah, different music tastes, different scenes that they in, and I think one of the things that like is real important for an area where like the culture is still sort of building up, you know, is to try to find ways to sort of connect those different generations and connect those different fan bases. I think that a lot of times, and I think that competition can be really good when it's productive, you know, competition, you know, and it's not like a negative sort of competition. And I think that a lot of times in Rockford, we've had more negative competition than we've had like productive competition.
No, for sure.
Because hip hop is a competitive thing, you know, like, and a lot of times, like, especially in the times that I've been involved in the culture scene, like the artists who done sort of been at whatever the top threshold is, like they usually got some, you know, whether it's beef in the streets or it's beef in the music, you know, like that'll be one of the things that get people to pay a little bit more attention, you know, and so like that's also one of the things I think is like this like thin line that you got to sort of be in, where you want to make sure that like, you know, the reason people like the NBA and the NFL, like it ain't just about liking the sport, like the competition of the sports, you know, the competition is seeing who better, you know, and so I think that one of the things that the A15 Hip Hop Power Rankings was really good for was trying to like find a way to have a productive competition that's not like devolving into some negative shit, but also like making people like, you know, pit artists, you know, pay attention like to this artist and to this artist, and which artist is maybe not even necessarily the best like lyrically or the best musically, because that's really subjective, but like which artist is doing the most work, you know. Like I think that it's important to be able to like, one of the things that especially like, you know, me and you, we both at a place where like we got a catalog of music, you know, like, so it's not like somebody who just released a couple of songs in the last 5-10 years, you know, like you got music videos, you done did performances, you got collaborative projects that you done did, you featured on other artists, you know, like, or featured on other artists' music, so it's a real catalog that you got. I want to